my friends, it is time for another episode of Life with Stephanie, where I share the weird, crazy, funny, scary things that happen in my life. This time, it was a work situation. So I was at the Sacramento Expo, and actually it was just a week ago, exactly a week ago from when I'm taping this. And I was at the Sacramento Expo, and I had to help Ken set up the booth, which I'll be honest, I'm not very good at helping to set up the booth because I don't like to set up the booth. So I'm not very good at it because I'm kind of a slacker when it comes to that department. I'll be honest. I'm just telling you like it is. So I was helping to set up the booth, and I had just, if you've ever been to our booth, or if you haven't, you can look at pictures online, but we have these 7-foot grid walls that are, Kenny, how much do you think those things weigh? Shut up, he said 2 pounds. No, they probably weigh like 40 pounds each. But they're 7 feet tall, and I'm only 5'2" or 5'3", I'm 5'3" and a half-ish. And so they're really tall, and so I had cable tied them, and then I went to walk away, and they fell. So like 4 or 5 of them, we don't remember how many, fell, and Faylene was crouched down on the ground, getting something off the ground, so they landed on her back. Luckily, praise God, they did not hurt her, because I would have been devastated if someone else got hurt. But it hit me, and I kind of stumbled, and then I fell to the ground, which in all honesty, if we had a video of that, now it'd be kind of funny, but then it wasn't. And so I fell to the ground, and I was like, whoa, and Ken ran over, and he grabbed it, and he picked it up. He's all, is everybody okay? And I go, whoa, and I go, whoa, it hit me on the head. And I go, ow, and I went like this, and I went like this, and there was all this blood, and it was gross. And I was like, whoa, it doesn't even hurt, because my knee hurt more than my head did. And so I was like, whoa, that's kind of funny. And I know head wounds bleed a lot more than regular wounds. So honestly, I wasn't too concerned. I just figured it was like a little, it didn't even hurt. I was like, oh, whoa, that's weird, whatever. And so everybody came running. All the other vendors were so nice. Everybody wants to help everybody. It's like a family. We see these people almost every weekend. I see some of them more than I see my family members. And so they all come running because they hear this crash, and are you okay? Are you okay? Everybody's like asking, are you okay? And I go, yeah, I feel fine, but my head's bleeding, and everybody's like, sit down. So I sat down, and I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm really okay. So somebody got some paper towels, and another person ran and got ice, which was so sweet. And so I'm putting it on my head, and I'm like, yeah, wow, that was crazy, and I'm like, my knee hurts, and I knew that was going to be a bruise or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I feel fine. I feel fine. And so they're like, oh, well, let me look at it. So I kind of lifted it up, and somebody's like, ooh, we need to do something. And so I was sitting on the ground, and so somebody called one of the other vendors who happens to also be an ER nurse, which isn't that fantastic? And he was actually at lunch, bless his heart. He left his lunch and came to see how I was doing, which I felt so incredibly blessed the entire weekend, because so many people came by to see how I was, asked how I was doing, asked if they could get me anything. It was just so sweet. So he left his lunch early. I'm holding my head on the ground, and Ken is like rubbing my hair like this. He's going like this. And I'm like, honey, I'm okay. I thought he was like petting me, just kind of going like this. I thought he was just like trying to, like rubbing my back kind of thing, but he was doing this to my hair. I thought he was just trying to make me feel better. I'm like, honey, I'm fine, don't worry. He goes, oh, no, I'm just trying to get the blood out, because I guess my hair was really, really bloody. So I'm all, take a picture, because obviously it's right here. I can't see it. So I'm all, take a picture. So I have Faylene on my phone taking pictures, and we'll post them here on the video. And I'm all, oh, this is cool. I felt fine, but there was a lot of blood. So whatever. So the ER nurse comes to look at it. He says, well, here's the deal. If they, you could probably use staples. If they staple it, they'll probably shave that area of your head. Guess what? That's when I started crying. I did not cry the entire thing, but as soon as he said shave part of your head, that's when the tears started. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I'm all, we are not shaving any of this hair. You know how long it takes to get the hair this long? I said, no, 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 we are not shaving the head. He said, well, just keep pressure on it, keep ice on it. You might have blood on your pillow tonight. It will heal, don't worry. He did some tests with my eyes to make sure I didn't have a concussion, and he checked my knee, he checked my body. Well, I was fine. Okay, fine. Well, long story short, I had to go teach a class at Chico Scrapbooks. Hi, girls. And we had a great time, but the physics rep picked me up. I called him and I said, okay, Scott, I'm not canceling. We're still doing the class. I just want you to know, had a little accident. I'm fine. So we drive an hour and a half to the class, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry, so I got some French fries. So that was what I had for lunch and breakfast. And so we get there. Faylene went with us because Faylene was supposed to stay and help set up, but because of my accident, I wanted her with me just in case I got woozy or anything. Didn't get woozy. I was totally fine. I taught the class half the time with my head like this because I was putting pressure on it because it was still kind of bleeding. 2 hours later, and finally it stopped bleeding, so everybody kind of, okay, we're fine. Everybody was so nice in the class. They totally understood. I did the class I think everything went fine. So then somebody had mentioned that one of my eyes was dilated more than the other, and then somebody else said, oh, whoa, they really are. So then I said, okay, I'll go to an urgent care. We went to an urgent care in Sacramento, and the guy, the doctor looked at it, and he's like, oh, no, you're fine. It'll be fine. But then he started to clean it a little because it was still dirty, and he's like, oh, you need staples. Great. So I got 3 staples, and we have a video of that, so we will play that in a second. If you get lightheaded at the sight of blood, if you don't like medical procedures, if you get highly offended at, he told one kind of naughty joke, which was kind of funny still, if any of that kind of thing offends you or upsets you, do not watch the following video. If you like that kind of weird stuff, I do, I don't care. Watch it, it's kind of cool. And we're gonna play the video right now.
Feel anything more than pressure here?
Okay. Oh, I felt a little prick, but that's okay.
I'm actually a big prick, but...
That was a funny one too. Yeah, not really anything. Go ahead and pull the trigger.
Well, no, I'm numbing up more. You felt my needle.
Oh, okay.
That's enough for me.
I thought that was the staple gun.
Nope. See more. I'm normally not like this. It's the end of a 12-hour shift and I'm punchy.
12 hours. Oh. But you're almost done, huh? Because you guys close at 9, right?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean we stop working on you.
Oh yeah, like you're like, oh, hey, it's 8:59. We're out.
Come back in the morning.
Yeah, come back. You can just sleep here tonight.
Okay, now I'm going to test again. You tell me, feel anything more than pressure?
I don't feel it. Oh, I just felt a little prick. Not much though. I can hear it going in. That's kind of creepy. Huh? Oh, this is the gun. Are you videoing this, Faylene?
I am.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's where you're stapling my head.
All done.
Only 3?
That's it.
Oh, that was weird.
So basically what happens is the staple goes
Okay,
in.
see, so that wasn't so bad. I felt totally fine. As you can hear me on the video, I'm laughing and joking and having a great time. You know, my theory is if I don't laugh, I will cry. And who wants to cry? You might as well laugh. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to realize that, you know, we might all be fighting battles, but the cross won the war. So we don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, so I had an accident. Worst part about it, luckily they didn't shave my head. Worst part about it was I couldn't wash my hair for a week. So I got the staples taken out. I came home, got the staples taken out last night. Got to wash my hair last night. 5 minutes after I got home, I started washing my hair. Yes. And I'm back to normal. I'm totally fine. But it was an awesome, awesome time. I got to keep the staple gun. I don't know where it is. I think it's over in my bag, but they took out all the staples, so I was really bummed. So I went on Amazon, and for $11.23 Prime, after shipping, I bought another one. Has 32 staples in it. I'm gonna check it out. Of course, I'm not gonna do it on my skin. Don't worry, nothing like that. But I wanna try it on paper. It was a different kind of stapler. So I wanna try it on paper. I wanna try it on just different stuff. You never know. You know, maybe it was meant to be. Maybe I'll come out with a new product or something, or I'll just tell you to go on Amazon and buy it. So that was my experience. Oh, and so if you were at the Sacramento Expo, that happened on Thursday. If you were at the Sacramento Expo on Friday or Saturday and you said, hey, how's it going? And I said, oh, I'm hanging in there. That's why. Head injury. I was a little off my game. I don't think too many people noticed. Ken mostly got all the blood out of my hair, so you couldn't really tell. A couple people I did tell about my staples. It's a little sore right there still. A couple people I did tell, but you know, I don't want people to feel bad for me and anything. But all the vendors were so nice to me and checking in on me and everything, and especially Nicole and Howard. You guys were awesome, and Jane, I appreciate it. It was very nice. I appreciate that very much. So, but that's life with Stephanie. You never know what's going to happen. Staples in the head, doctor that's playing with, you never know. You just never know. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. So thanks so much for joining me on another episode of Life with Stephanie, where she gets staples. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.